Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Girls Like Nerds. I cannot believe I managed to wrangle this little angel to today's episode. My good friend Ashlynn is joining us today.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Oh
and thank
my
you
God.
so much for having me
course.
on.
I really appreciate you coming. Yeah, I feel like I have been low-key trying to get Ashlynn on the show for a little while now. And it's actually perfect because this is the month of October, and this is, I know personally, my favorite month. My time of the year is Halloween. Ashlynn pretty much lives Halloween, I think, year-round.
It's my favorite time of the year. I don't know if you could tell by the everything about me, but it's my favorite time of the year.
So I feel like I am, as we kind of delve into today's episode, I want to talk about just kind of how I know Ashlynn and what she does and all that fun stuff, our experiences together, some nerdy, fun, crazy, scary stuff that we thoroughly enjoy and are obsessed with. So let's talk about you because I feel like one of my most interesting conversations that I feel like I was having with you was how you got into being I don't want to say seamstress. I say like designer almost, like a costume designer.
Yeah,
is that what you call it? Yeah, costumer. Yeah. So Ashlynn made my costume for San Diego ComicCon. She made my Storm costume, which to this day, oh my God, geeking! It was so phenomenal. It's probably one of the best costumes I've ever just worn ever. Unreal, so accurate. I got so much love and so much positive attention from that costume. I think that was the first. Was that the first or like the second costume you've ever made for me?
I made Vampirella for you beforehand,
yeah.
And then those two different storms.
Yeah.
So that was the second and third-ish.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the cape storm?
Yes, the one with the black and the cape. Oh,
that was
my God.
Okay, so for a very long time, I've been wanting to make that costume. I'm so glad you asked me to make it because I was like, this costume has been on my bucket list, but I'm not going to wear it and want somebody else to wear it, but I'm not going to make it unless somebody wants it.
Exactly.
So, thank you for letting me do that.
Oh my God. Well, you're welcome, and thank you. So I feel like I've been, listen, Ashlynn doesn't know that I'm about to say this, so I hope I don't come off too fangirly, but I've seen your content for years, and I feel like as a little amateur kind of cosplayer that I was for a while, I was just, you start to get suggested people, blah, blah, blah. So I've been seeing your cosplay for a really, really, really long time, and I've been a huge fan.
Thank you.
And then I think the first time I actually saw you in person was at Dare's birthday party. It was the Renaissance themed birthday party.
A couple years ago, right?
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yeah. And I remember seeing Ashlynn when I walked in. I was like, oh my God, I'm a fan. What do I say? I was freaking out. And so I'm like, oh, do I say something? I'm like, if I just stand close by, I could start entering the conversation, the group chat a little bit. She was just so cool, and the outfit was insane. I was like, oh my God. And people like that, I get scared to start talking to because you just never know.
Just a little weirdo,
just
a little guy, just a little guy who just does little guy things
in a little bit of a weird way.
In a little weirdo way.
I feel like we totally clicked, and she was so easy to talk to, and I'm like, oh, okay, hell yeah. Sometimes you can meet your heroes, okay? Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't.
Oh, gross.
I know. I was like, and I've never done Dirty Ashlynn before, so I was like, I'm going to say it on the podcast. So I was really excited to kind of get to know you more as a person, but I figure we can kind of talk more about you and how you became into a costumer, how you kind of even started with cosplay at all. Kind of your passion behind that.
So I started making costumes literally when I was 12. And I will tell you that is decades now. Decades.
We won't go into
but not exactly specific. But it's been quite a long time. I started actually in historical costuming because I really liked the Victorian era.
I'm obsessed.
And I'm a goth. I don't know if you could tell.
I couldn't.
I literally only own black.
I know when you said that, I was like, oh, the chairs are black, so if you were, she's like, I only have black clothes. I was like, oh.
I wore a sheer black so that it might help. But
yeah, you look fantastic. I see a couple of things.
Thank you.
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, I was a little baby goth, and I was like, I love the Victorian era.
Ash is a goth.
I hated taking photos.
That's like the
photos-
goth
I know.
way, though,
I
right?
know. I
Yeah.
just hated. I was so shy in front of the camera, which is ironic considering
at you now.
what I do for work.
Oh, things changed.
They sure did.
Break
They
out of your shell now.
They
Okay.
sure did. Well, I'm still like super weird about it sometimes. Like sometimes I'm just like I cannot look at myself in a
Really?
camera. Like yeah, I can. Sometimes I cannot look at
don't-
like
I
the
wouldn't
photos
guess
that
that.
I took. So it's like yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know, maybe some
'Cause
weird
they're amazing.
body dysmorphia thing. I just
Oh,
can't.
maybe,
I'm like I
yeah.
can't do it.
I never would know that. Oh, so you never know. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know, weird stuff. But
Yeah.
I started when I was younger, and I just kept doing it. Me and my mom learned how to do it together
Oh,
on my grandmother's 1940 Singer sewing machine. It was
Oh.
like the really pretty like black one with all the like gilding, like all the
Ooh.
gold like paint.
Is that one that you have to like do like this?
No, I do have one of those, but it was electric at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
from the 40s, so it was a little less
Okay,
big,
wasn't-
giant, you know. But I have one. Which,
Oh my gosh.
Because I like antiques.
Yeah.
so-
Oh my god, I gotta see that. Next time I'm
have
at your
one.
place, I want to see it.
It's not at my house right now. It's still at my parents. I
curses.
know.
Okay.
I know. I'll bring it over. Don't worry.
Send me a picture. I'm such a nerd with shit like that. Yeah.
But yeah, I just kept doing it. I did Victorian kind of costuming for about maybe 6 years or so while I was like going through high school.
Were you
And
making like
then-
corsets
yeah,
and like
and the
skirts
bustles
yeah,
and all
okay.
of the things. Yeah, I was like truly obsessed, and I still am. Like I love the Victorian era.
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
love the Rococo era, which is the 1700s. You know,
Oh my god.
that's like my
yes.
favorite era now, just because
Ugh.
it's so decadent.
I feel like that's so your style.
It's so
though.
decadent.
You look great in corsets.
Oh, thank you.
You're a corset gal. You've got a
Thank
waist
you.
for it. Yeah.
Thank you. That
just
means so
fangirling.
much.
Anyway,
Oh my god.
continue.
Keep doing
Tell me
it. I
more.
love
Yeah,
it.
tell me more about it.
But yeah, I just kept doing it. My high school was the only high school in the district that offered sewing classes still.
Oh, wow.
And so I took both of them, and they were like, "You should keep doing this." I won like an award or something for home ec. I don't know,
What?
during graduation.
How old were you when that happened?
I was graduating high
Yeah,
school, so like
so like
18,
18,
17,
yeah.
18,
Yeah.
something like that. And then I went to 2 different community colleges, got 2 different certifications in apparel construction and fashion design, and then specialty apparel construction from Saddleback.
Girl, what?
And yeah, I took like tutu making, shoe making, hat making, corsetry, even though I kind of knew more than the teacher already. She did. I didn't know more, but I knew more about bespoke corsetry at that point.
Okay,
Because
then
she
she
was
was-
more of like factory kind of like
Right. Okay.
corsetry, like
That's
kind
not
of
the
like-
corset you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I want to know how
Nobody
to,
wants
how
those
do you
corsets.
how do you do this like for per person?
Yeah,
And she was like,
that I
well,
could
this
wear
is
all day. Yeah, how do I
this
do
is
that?
not how we do it here. I don't know. Okay. Whatever. So
Teachers.
you know, did that. I graduated from both of those programs. Went on to study at university at Cal State Long Beach University. I graduated with a BA in fashion design, cum laude.
Look a big deal.
And then I while I was in, I suppose, my first year of community college, I went with my high school best friend to WonderCon. And instead of just like making an outfit, I was like, "What am I gonna make a costume?" And I made my first cosplay that like I consider a cosplay ever, which was Lady Loki. And I wore it, and so many people were like, "Oh my god, I love your cosplay!" And I was like, "What the frick is that? I don't
my
even know what that is." So I looked it up when I got home, and I was like, "Oh, this! I like this. I'm gonna
Oh
keep
my
doing this." So that's how I started like cosplaying.
Oh, you
So I
unlocked
went
a
to
whole new
WonderCon.
mode. Like, that's
Yeah,
good. Whole
just
new
like
level.
jumped on. in.
Wow, WonderCon.
Yeah,
Shut
WonderCon.
up. Oh my
10-year like cosplay. What do you call it? Anniversary was last year.
God. Oh,
Yeah,
was it?
at
Oh my
WonderCon.
God. Where were you last year at WonderCon?
I didn't get to go. I was moving last year.
Oh,
I know. I was
curses.
crushed.
Okay, yeah.
I was crushed.
Oh, you got to make up for it this coming year. Though.
Yeah. Oh, I will.
Oh, I'm working on it right now.
Don't worry about that.
Oh my girl, I had no idea. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You're killing it.
Thank
Oh my god, how exciting.
I try.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. So you have. So Ashlynn also goes to conventions, also as she kind of touched on a little bit. But I know we together went. We didn't go together, but we met up at San Diego ComicCon a couple times. So I don't think you got to see the costume on me while we were there.
Not the storm with the cape. Not
No,
that
not
one.
that
I did
one.
see
Okay.
the white
The white
and black, like color block.
Yeah,
one,
yeah. Okay, so that, which is stunning. It was amazing. That was like a great starter storm, and then that black storm was just like
I saw
straight at the
videos of it though. On dang,
it was fire.
I
It
was
fire.
like, holy crap!
I mean, listen,
This is perfection.
but it wouldn't have been that great if she hadn't made it for me. But I didn't get to. I feel like you had some really fun cosplays yourself during San Diego Comic-Con this last summer.
Yeah.
What was your favorite one of the ones that you had worn?
Wow, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say. I really liked the Fallout one that I did, just simply
I
because I
love the
could
Fallout
walk
one that
around
you
doing
did.
okie dokie
Yeah.
all day.
Oh, that was
and it was
such a great one.
so annoying for everybody.
Wasn't that like, you said that like arm piece was really heavy? that you
Yeah,
had?
yeah. So like that piece was 3D printed, and my Wasteland tribe leader put it together for me.
Oh,
So it was a
really?
kit, and I was
Oh.
like, "Hello, can you do this
Yeah,
for me?"
you
And he
can
was
help
like,
me?
"Okay." So he put it together for me, but it was super heavy because I had my actual phone in it. So it was just like ugh, the whole time.
God, it looked so fucking dope though. Oh my God, it was such a fire outfit. And I remember it was such a fun after party that we went to that night. We were having a ball. Oh my goodness, you couldn't
was
tear
a
us
good
away
time.
from the place. I feel like we shut it down.
Oh yeah, no, we sure did.
Yeah,
it was a good
like
time.
the lights came on. We were
Oh
having
yeah,
such a great time.
yeah, out all night.
It's awesome. That's the fun about like San Diego Comic Con. I feel like too, because where my hotel was walking distance from where the party was.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of where you are can be as central as you want it to be, depending on where you're going and what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was my first year like going and actually hanging out with friends, because usually it's just me and Drew or whatever. He doesn't count. So. It's like we're nerds and it's fun, but to actually meet up with your actual friends at conventions is a different level of
Game
fun. Yeah,
changer,
it's a game
for
changer.
sure.
I've never done that before. I'm like, it just elevates the experience. It was so much fucking fun.
It was like most of the conventions that I go to is where I usually see my friends, like pretty much like sometimes the only time all year.
You'll even
'Cause,
see them,
like,
yeah.
they're like, oh well, they're out of state or whatever, and so
That's
like
crazy
I
to
don't
think
get to
about.
see them, like regularly.
Yeah, I don't even think
or
about
like
that.
everyone's so busy, so it's like cons and after parties and
Yeah.
stuff is like where I can like see all my friends in one place and be like, hi, I still love you, haha.
Yeah,
you know?
and like you do like fun videos together, and like it's such a
Yeah.
blast. I feel like this year we're both doing LA Comic-Con. What are you cosplaying as?
So
This will come out, but this will be LA Comic-Con will have happened already by the time this episode comes out.
that's
so
okay.
she can tell
I
us.
mean, it's not a secret. I just posted it on my
Oh, did
Instagram
you?
today.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, I didn't see it yet. Okay.
I don't do like secrets really. Like every once in a while when it's like a really big debut, I'll do like a little secret, but I
Okay.
don't usually do secrets.
Okay.
But I'm doing Ash from Evil Dead on Friday.
Oh shit. Oh,
my
wow,
my
yeah.
newest Halloween cosplay that I just
I
shot
was gonna say I've never seen this.
recently.
Right? Okay, yeah.
And then I'm doing Beetlejuice on Saturday, just because I feel like it's still appropriate timing.
I love your Beetlejuice. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, okay. I can't wait to see this in person. This is gonna be epic. Okay.
And then I'm doing X-Men Evolution Rogue on Sunday.
Oh my
goth
God.
girly Rogue.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And you have a booth at LA Comic-Con,
Yes,
right? Okay,
yes.
good.
My first year having a booth
I
there,
know, I'm
so hopefully it goes well and they'll invite me back.
Of
because
course.
I've been
Are you?
wanting
Is
it for
this a
while.
joke? Really?
Well, I don't know.
Love and light to some of these people that have booths, but some of them, you're like, the math ain't math in here. But of course, you should have a booth. Hello. Like, I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh, I have to check your booth out.
Yeah, please
Ah,
come by.
exciting. Yeah, I'm sharing with Dare on Saturday for a
Heck
few
yeah.
hours. So I'm sure we'll all just kind of.
Yeah. I love
Intertwine
that
and
you guys
mingle.
are doing that because it was really fun last year. Dare and I did a
Yeah.
little share moment.
I
on
love that you guys
Saturday.
did that. I feel like that inspired me.
It was so fun.
Yeah,
So
and-
like you guys are gonna crush it.
I'm so excited. Dare is like one of our really good. She was on the podcast probably a few months ago, and she's amazing. And she's a nerd and a cosplayer, and she has her own podcast too. But she's our mutual friend for a long time. And
She's a little sweet boo.
yeah, she's just such a blast. She's such a great person. So I'm excited to have this new experience with her
Yeah.
this weekend. And you can tell me where your booth is.
I think we're right across the street from Dare.
Shut
street, the alleyway.
Yeah, I figured that-
I think we're right across from each
Like
other.
outside? Okay. Oh my god!
Yeah.
What? How exciting!
So I can wave at you.
Oh my god! Please. Are you selling any merch?
Oh yeah, I got prints, I got mini prints, I got stickers, I've got.
I think I saw some of those stickers. Yeah.
bone
Oh, I ordered
jewelry.
stickers from that place that you got stickers
Oh
from.
yeah, see they're great. They're a little slow though.
They're extremely slow.
Yeah, they're a little slow, but they're pretty freaking cheap. That's the thing
That's also true.
about things. You know,
Yeah.
it's either you get it fast and expensive, or you get it slow and cheap.
Oof. Damn.
There's always
There's
it's always a
layers
trade-off.
to that sentence, by the way. Oh my goodness, we're going to delve too deep into that. But facts. Okay.
I'm speaking truth.
Yeah, I'm
out
saying
here.
some true shit. Yeah, so I haven't fucking gotten them yet. I think Drew, you haven't gotten the stickers yet, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't need them till Saturday, but, you know, I
Fingers
ordered them
crossed.
last week. So I'm like,
Fingers
let's take
crossed.
some. The prints were fast.
Yeah, prints are
Yeah.
from. Where'd you get them from?
I don't remember.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Probably
I got-
the same place we all got our prints from.
I
though.
got places for you if you want like big size prints too.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be amazing. Oh, I'd love that. Yeah, one of my prints is the Vampirella costume. It just looks so fucking great. Oh my god, it's probably one of my favorite cosplays ever. Oh my god, can we just see what the booth was? It's so exciting. Yeah, we're there Friday and Saturday, so
Heck yeah,
we'll just come by and hang out. On Friday, I'm Ahsoka.
it's gonna be so cool.
So, and Alondra's doing my makeup for that.
It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, I'm so geeked and excited about it. I bought like a photo thing with Rosario Dawson on Friday.
That's
Just
perfect.
because I'm dressed
Oh
as
my God.
Ahsoka.
No,
and
you
I'm
have
like,
to.
I have to get a picture.
You have to. It's a requirement
I
by
hate
law.
those fucking lines.
Yeah.
But watch me.
No,
I will
but
get
like
it's required
it's
by law.
Gonna
Exactly.
be worth it.
I think so too. I think it's gonna be really great. I'm very excited about it. So then after that, I'll probably just come and say hi to you guys and
Heck
say
yeah.
hi at the booth. Ooh.
Yeah.
And then after, I guess after, because you don't go to Monsterpalooza, do you?
I have not been to Monsterpalooza in years. I
Okay.
want to. It's just it's always weirdly inconvenient timing for me.
Is it really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like that next weekend, I'm gonna be guesting at a convention, a horror convention in Richmond. So I'm
Oh shit!
yeah, I'm gone.
Oh my God, how
unfortunately.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm sad I can't be there. It's like I can't. I want to be in two places at once.
I know.
you
You just gotta split yourself into.
right. That's what I keep
Ridiculous.
saying.
Okay.
No one will let
We'll
me.
figure this out. Okay. We can make it manifest this time. Oh darn! I was guessing we should go. That's good.
I
That'd be fun.
know, I
Wait, what's the
know.
one in Richmond?
It's a GalaxyCon one, but it's called Nightmare Weekend. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna pop over there and see what it's all about.
Now, do you do? Because I feel like I've seen you do a lot of like other guesting at other conventions. I don't know that many others outside of just like LA, right? So like, are there any that you would recommend?
Well, GalaxyCons are like all over the place, and they're really fun. Like
Okay.
they're really well run. The staff is really like accommodating and super like professional.
Is there a theme for that, or is that just kind of
So they have like 3 different brands offshoots of their like cons. They have
Okay.
GalaxyCon, which is their main one, which is like kind of like general nerdiness. A lot of Star Trek and Star Wars stuff happens.
Oh.
And then you
The
get
general nerds.
like the animate weekends that they do, which is more like anime focused.
okay.
And then they do nightmare weekends, which is more like horror and like gothy.
That's usually more my vibe.
stuff.
The horror stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so they do a few, and I think my friend Danger produces their burlesque for them,
Ooh.
and I think that they do like 50 shows a year or something like that. It's
Damn.
kind of insane. Yeah, it's a lot
God.
of shows, but they're all mostly on the east to mid coast or Midwest.
I feel like that would make sense why I haven't really seen
I
anything
think their
like
first one on the West Coast was the San Jose one that I was just at.
that. Okay, great. I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, you were Beetlejuice for that one, right?
Yeah,
I
was.
can't wait to
I'm
see it again.
re-wearing things. Look at character growth.
Good, because I feel like you put so much time and effort and money and like energy into these cosplays that like you physically hand make.
Yeah.
Of course, fuck yeah, wear them all
But
the time.
I had such a bad habit of never wearing a costume like more than once a year.
No, did you?
Yeah. Recently, it's changed.
Is that like a cosplayer thing? Do you find a lot of cosplayers do that?
I definitely did when I had a lot more energy to like make new costumes
Yeah.
like every other week.
Oh.
When I was younger and more spry. Now I'm elderly and I'm tired.
and I'm sleepy all the time.
I want to enjoy my life
That
and
is
do other
so
things
me-
other than
me
make
too. I
costumes.
just want to drink champagne and watch scary movies.
Exactly. you know what it's like.
It's true. Yes. I'm like, why am I so sleepy all the fucking time? This is crazy. Nobody told me this adulthood was going to be like this.
Like I'm tired at like 9 p.m. Why?
Yeah,
used
I
to
take
be a go-out
siestas.
girly.
Do you take little naps?
Oh, wait, always. After lunch, I take a little nap. I just gotta have a little nap, you know? A little pep nap. And rallying.
Listen, I thought this was like folklore, but we were just in Italy for a few weeks, and the restaurants will close for their siestas. So it's
yeah.
like 3 to 4 p.m. There's nothing to do. You just like
you gotta
entertain
have a little
yourself.
nap.
I'm like, I'm here for this. Can we bring this back to the States?
Right? Like, why don't we live like this?
Like in elementary school when they forced you to take a nap.
right? We didn't want to.
Or we didn't want
We
to?
were like, no, I don't want to.
I'm not sleepy.
I'm not sleepy. I'm an adult. And you're like, no, you're gonna want this when you get older. We
Now
didn't
I'm
listen.
like, everybody should be able to take a nap. I'm just sleepy all the fucking time.
Same.
Fuck me. Are you a morning person?
No. Do I look like a morning person?
I feel like I've messaged you multiple times to be like, I could be there at this time. You're like, you can be there at this time.
What
like,
if?
I'll see you in the afternoon. Okay. Okay, so I'm excited for that. I think I feel like I want to expand my convention resume, I guess, if you will. I've just been afraid to. I feel like, and I've never like really like sat down and asked somebody like, okay, like Derek gave me a couple other ones that, like, what was the one in August that just happened in Atlanta? Dragon Con. Yeah, because she was saying that one's really amazing. But I've never like tried to go to another one. I feel like I want to start just by leaving LA. Like if I could just leave this bubble, then I don't need to go to like Europe or something. You know, I'm like not really sure if I want to travel that far. But I feel like the next one isn't until WonderCon is.
In California, I think WonderCon is the next biggest one. But there are smaller ones. I think usually like Anime LA or ALA, or I guess Anime Ontario now.
Oh,
is in like January or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
that's
it's still
not as
in
big as
California.
like Anime Expo. Right?
No, nowhere near as big. It's still fun con. It's just not as big.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I can't think of anything that's like, there are usually like smaller cons. I remember there was a heyday when there was like a convention every weekend, big and or small. They were like
kind of miss those days a little bit.
Always going, and I think that's when like a lot of like my peers and I like came up because there's always something going on to dress up for, and we were just like dressing up every weekend.
Yeah, and you like really expand your like you kind of get famous in a sense because people are just seeing you constantly in different cosplays all the time.
Always going.
I kind of miss that.
Yeah, but now there's TikTok, so you don't have to do that. You could just put on a costume and record a video.
That's
you know?
also true. But then I'm like, and you're like stunning with how you do your makeup, right? I feel like that's the next step of my evolution as a cosplayer. Like I don't do anything different to my makeup because thank you. I do the same thing every time.
I do too.
I could do it with my eyes closed in 15 minutes. I'm just ready to go out the door.
Man,
but like I
15
like
minutes.
like what you did with. Hopefully, I can find a photo for you guys. So as I'm talking about this, I can have a photo to pop up. But I remember when you were at Wasteland, you had posted something. You had this like dark, painted, like smoky makeup that was coming down from your chin all the way down to your neck.
Yeah.
It almost looked like a high collar like moment.
Well, you know, it gives you a nice jawline.
Yo, I was like, oh my God, who is she?
My friend William actually did that for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
He does that for his band, and I was like, can you give me the neck? I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta start doing some tutorials or something, man, because people out here are some of these cosplay makeups are not the vibe. But I'm like, when I see someone that has a dope cosplay and dope makeup, it changes me as a person. I'm so much more excited
You're like
to see this.
spiritually awakened.
Yes, I am. I'm like, this is what it's supposed to be about.
It's taken years for me to get like my makeup decent. Like I didn't even know when I was like, I was like 26 that I learned I had hooded eyes. I didn't even know that until then. I was like wondering why all of the like white girl with big eyes makeup tutorials didn't work for me, and I was like, that's because I'm Asian. I have hooded eyes. Like, it's not working for me because I don't have the same eyes.
But now we have avenues of looking at.
Exactly. Like, and YouTube is like so much better now. TikTok even like
YouTube
all
University,
of that stuff.
the things I've learned.
I didn't know that back then.
Oh, really?
No,
okay.
I didn't know. I was like, why doesn't this look good on me?
I mean, I'm looking at your eyeshadow right now. I'm like, whoa! Like every time you blink, I'm like, whoa, that's so cool. Like, girl, how did you do that? Like,
you.
oh my God, I need to take some time.
Years of practice.
Years
of practice and failing miserably.
I'm
looking
sure.
at photos and being like, that doesn't even look like me anymore.
This is a little side by side. Like, that's definitely not what it's supposed to look like.
Who is that girl? I don't know her.
I don't think I want to get to know her, actually. I think she should never come out ever again. Yeah, I feel like that the makeup is a whole nother level to being, I guess, a cosplayer, because it's all an art form.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and I love cosplay for specifically that reason, where you can learn so many different things and so many different like artistic outlets, but it's all for one like purpose.
Right.
It's really cool. Like you can learn, you know, like really, really intense makeup. You can learn really, really intense wig styling and hairstyling.
Girl, can we talk about that for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm huge on hair and wigs and colors and yada yada. So Ashlynn has, I guess you call it orange, reddish orange.
Yeah.
Hair.
It's orange.
And listen, every time I see her, it's the same color, but it's a completely different style. And even like, and we'll talk about Wasteland, because I know I keep saying this, we'll talk about that in a second, but I feel like you were posting something, I think you posted it on your like a hard post, I think Jim might have taken that photo where you had like the skull corset.
Yes.
And your hair was kind of up, but also came down with like a braid on the side. Listen, I watch hair videos. I know a lot about hair. Like, I should have been a hairstylist, and my whole life could be so different. But I was like zooming in on Ashlyn's photos, and I was like, oh, she did a really great job. Like, yeah, that looks great. That's blended, that's braided, like flawless, just matches her face shape. I was going in on these photos. I'm like, oh my, do you do it all? I'm like, what doesn't she do? This is crazy. You have the time, and the energy is insane to me.
Thank you.
But you style your hair too, right?
Yeah.
Honey.
Well, because my hair is so curly, you know, like nobody ever knows what to do with it. So I'm just like, I'll do it. It's fine. So I've just never let anyone else really do it because it's just such a
I can understand that
hassle, you know. So I'm just like, just figure it out.
Yeah, your natural hair is so curly, right?
Yeah, super curly. Yeah, like 3C. 4A.
It's super cute though, so I don't want her explanation full. The hair is super cute, but I can understand people not knowing how to work with it.
Oh yeah,
and this is a very common thing.
Yes.
So then you end up like forcing yourself to learn more about it because you don't have any other choice.
Exactly.
You're in a bulb because
you gotta do it yourself. Yeah. You know, no one else is gonna do it for you.
That's why I'm like, oh my god, this bitch is making her costumes, doing her makeup, styling her hair with different wigs and like extensions. I'm like, I feel like I think I'm doing a lot, but I'm like, I really need to step my shit up because Ashlyn's out here stunting on these people.
We all start somewhere. You know?
I'm like, right?
Here's the thing also that I love about cosplay is there's always room to grow into a thing. Yeah. You know, you can always learn more about it. And that is like the joy of cosplay is if you're a creative person and you want to invest your creativity into something, there's always something new you can learn about it. And it's still gonna like be directed at something.
It's because it's all in the same umbrella, in the same project.
Exactly.
And that's what gets really exciting and passionate. Yeah, I feel like this was the first year. Like, again, Ashlynn made my Vampirella costume, which she had to take in twice, like, for me. If you go through the progression of when the podcast started to now, you'll see, like, my, like, fitness journey that I've been on and just, like, my kind of body transformation. So she's had to take the costume in for me a little bit.
Looking so good, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Just like, you looked amazing before, but you also look amazing now.
Appreciate you. I'm working hard, man. But that was, like, the first costume she ever made for me. And, you know, you get a lot of, like, hardcore fans for Vampirella, so that was really cool. And then, but I feel like this year we really stepped it up and elevated her shit so heavy with the San Diego ComicCon fits. And now great. I'm, like boss mode unlocked, like, let's go. So I'm so excited. I'm going to call her out now because she was doing me such a great time, and now she didn't get a chance to make my LA Comic-Con cosplay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not salty or anything.
I was very sad that I had to turn that down. I was just like, I'm going to be so busy. I really wish I could.
I know. Break my heart.
I know. It's getting harder and harder for me to accept commissions.
It's got to be. Yeah. Especially when you're fucking good.
And you and Dare are about the only people I take commissions from now.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Good.
Because I was just like, oh, you're my friends and I want to help you.
Yeah.
Because everyone else, I'm just like, I love you, but I can't.
I can't. What I don't realize is I'm like, Ashley can't make my costume. What am I gonna do? And then I'm looking at, I'm like, oh, this was just this convention. So she has to make that. She has to do that. She has to. I'm like, okay. And then I'm looking at the post, and I'm like, oh, and she's doing the makeup, she's doing the hair. Like, there's not enough hours in the day.
No, I wish there was a way to
clone That's why we need two of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I think the world would have a problem with that. Like, there would be havoc wreaking upon the planet.
Probably, yeah.
It's probably a good
That'd be a lot of fun, though.
I would have a good time.
We could clone you, clone me, clone Dare. I could probably name a couple other people we could clone.
And then we could also enjoy our lives while the clones take care of stuff.
How much more fun would that be?
Right?
I could just sleep and drink.
And I could read.
And play video games. She's reading and playing video games. Two kinds of people in this world.
You know what? But it goes together. It's like while you play video games, I can just be sitting there reading my book. And like it's a perfect in tandem activity where we're in the same spot, we're hanging out. But we're still like entertaining ourselves.
Yes. That's the dream life. That's all I really want.
It's like, you know, reader, girlfriend, gamer, boyfriend. That's why that works, you
know?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so here for this. Oh God. What in I don't know, some other dimension this is happening right now. So I like to think in an alternate universe, this is the life we're actually still living. That's okay.
I love that for us somewhere.
Yeah, else. I love that for us somewhere. And I hope they know that we love that for them too. So anyway, I'm like tangenting so far, I forget what I'm talking about. So that's what I want to ask you. I want to ask you about Wasteland.
Oh, Wasteland.
Because you were the first person I ever heard about this, and I'm going to like let you take the reins a little bit and explain what it is.
Okay, so Wasteland, it just happened, so it's like fresh in my mind, which is like perfect. It is a post-apocalyptic, immersive themed weekend-ish. It's more than a weekend. It starts on a Wednesday, it ends on Sunday at noon.
Okay.
So it's like kind of a half a week moment. I think they just should extend it to that Monday and
Right,
just make
though?
it, make
Like
it Wasteland
Sunday
week,
afternoon,
but
yeah.
whatever. That's
Okay.
I don't run it. Oh shit.
Okay.
Smacking the thing. I don't run the thing, so you know. But it is basically you go out in the desert and you camp. I glamp because I am who I am with the needs that I have of the being human looking enough for photos that I don't hate, you know. But you know, people go out there in tents, and I respect that decision. I choose to not participate in that. I get an RV or a hashtag van life van.
Yeah.
And then we all go out there, we all party. It's basically a giant party, right? The whole thing is a giant party, but there's also like really fun aspects of it. Like there's like LARPing if you're into LARPing.
Right, okay.
Myself, I'm not super into LARPing, so I don't really participate in that.
I'm not really a LARPer.
There's a lot
live
of like
action role playing for the fucking people that don't know what that is.
for you non-nerds
The
out
non-nerds out there.
but there's like bartering, which is
That's
trading.
a big thing for
exactly
like places
goods
like
for
events
goods,
like that, right? Yeah.
where you don't exchange money. It's just like,
I
here,
like
I
that a
made
lot.
this thing. Would you like to give me this thing you made? Or it doesn't have to be things that you made, but value is placed higher on like things that you've made or crafted.
Of course, yeah. That makes sense.
Versus like just stuff.
Okay.
Basically it's just like a giant party in the desert. During the day, you like do like daytime activities. You walk around, you look at the cool buildings that people build, because you go out there and like all of the people in the theme zone all build all of those buildings themselves.
Okay.
And then, once the event is over, we tear it all down and we take it out, and
Right.
nothing is left. So it's all
I love that.
constructed
Respectful to
for the event,
the space, yeah.
and we just take it away.
Are there like, girl, I'm thinking this is like a Westworld kind of thing. Are there like, is there like a town square, and then like you kind of venture off and there's like different themes?
There
or
is. So we
different
call
areas?
it the city, and it's blocked off by a wall. So if you're outside of the city, then you're not in. There's some like a little bit of theme zone outside of the city, but majority of like the theme zone is in the city walls.
Okay.
And if you're outside of if you're camping out there, you can just like camp in a normal tent, and like you don't have to make it wasted or anything.
Okay.
But if
Make
you're
it
camping
wasted?
in the city,
What? That's so
what
cool.
they call it. Yeah.
Oh my God, I want to get wasted.
You want to get wasted?
That's so awesome.
But if you're camping in the city, all of your buildings and structures have to be in theme. So you have to, like, if you have an RV, they have to be covered or they have to be wasted if you're going to have them displayed. Yeah.
wow.
So it's very intense. They have like really strict rules about like
interesting.
what
Okay.
can be seen to the public.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
it's
but you
really cool.
guys were in an RV, right?
I was in an RV.
Okay.
And the majority of my tribe was in an RV this year, because last year I camped with them in a hashtag van life van, and they were like, this is a game changer. I don't know why we haven't been doing this whole time. So like literally like half of the tribe showed up with RVs from the same place. We all booked it from the same
Comedy.
place, from Cruise
Okay.
America.
I love
This is not an ad.
Oh, they love you guys.
They didn't at the time, because all of their machines broke down like right as we were all supposed to go get it, so we all had to split up from the same place that we were supposed to. It was a nightmare.
Oh, God.
But we got there in the end, and it was
Okay.
fun, and we built our buildings, and we had a blast, and it's a whole party. Like if you can deal with the heat and the dust, because there's a lot of dust,
I feel like I can deal with that.
it is a fun time, especially because like you get the creativity to just like make outfits that don't
That's what I'm obsessed with.
yeah, you don't have to like do anything specific. It's just whatever you want.
That's amazing.
So like I want to do like a goth cowboy outfit next year.
say
you
less.
know, right? Just like
Would
a
I
little
love this.
little goth cowboy.
I feel like this is a conversation I want, and now because Ashlynn gets so busy, I'm about to start booking her like 6 months ahead of time and be like, so this is what I'm thinking. I know it's next summer, but maybe we should start it now and make sure there's enough time. But I'm like, she's been telling me about Wasteland since I think last year, I want to say, and I kind of did a little bit of research, but I still didn't really know because I didn't know anybody that had gone, so I didn't know what it was about, and I feel like I'm obsessed with that kind of theme of a world and of an event to go to.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, I can just get an RV
Yeah.
and drag poor Drew along with me over here.
And it's so fun. Like it changes people like on a
Yeah.
level where they're like not expecting.
I feel like I would really enjoy that a lot. And if I have friends there,
Oh, yeah.
like
Well, and like half of the cosplay community goes because it's all kind of Chrissy Lynn Carpenter goes.
Oh, she went?
Yeah,
Oh,
Chrissy
okay.
Lynn Kyle. Yeah, she goes. They go. And Cosmo's there.
Yeah.
Who else is good? Who else goes out there? I got Jim to go.
I
got Jim to go.
I saw Jim is a photographer that we've worked with before. He's awesome. He's great. But he doesn't seem like the kind of person that would go to a thing like this.
He wanted to for a long time, and then he was just like, I just can't dedicate that much time in my schedule.
That's commitment, yeah.
Then he made it work for a couple of days. He got a ticket from somebody who was selling
awesome.
it on a discount, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna go. And now he's like, I am committed next year. I will be there the whole time.
you love that.
I'm gonna have so much fun. He got his Wasteland name. I named him. It was delightful.
Wait, so how do you get a Wasteland name?
It kind of depends. Like if you do something while you're out there, and
That's kind of how people
becomes a
got
joke.
their names originally.
Exactly.
In life, right?
Yeah. But it's just like, or if you like wear something really distinctive.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
one of our friends wore a rope bikini to the bikini contest, and that's how she got her name, Rope.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Jim,
Fuck.
his name is Shutter because he takes pictures. I named
Oh,
him.
I love this.
My
Oh,
name is
God.
Tiny Bones because I shook a little jar of Tiny Bones at my friend, and I was like, "It's Tiny
You
Bones."
do have you sell Tiny Bones on the
I
Etsy.
do.
Oh,
that's
my
where
God.
the name came from. It's my Wasteland name.
Oh my God, I love this.
Yeah.
I feel like my real name's so cool. I'm like, damn, how am I gonna top that? Like, I want a cool fucking Wasteland name. But when I get out there, then we can.
Well,
kinda
and you're
jazz that up.
you're gonna find it when you go there.
Yeah.
You don't go in expecting a name because it's never the name you expect.
Right, and it
But you
shouldn't
get
be
one.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody will gift you one.
Okay.
Yeah, literally all of our first years this year all got the perfect name for them this year in our tribe. So
And what
Plus.
year? What number year was this that you've gone now?
this is my third year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Third year consecutively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so year number 4.
Yeah. You're
I say we take it there.
yeah.
Like,
you should
I'm
go.
so
I'll
down.
shepherd you through the wastes. I'll
Yeah.
guide you.
Oh,
I will.
I'm a listen. I can be like a social, and I was talking to Alondra about this. Like, I can be pretty social and pretty cool. My social battery will run out whenever it happens. I don't know when it happens, but I feel like if I have like a space to go to, if I have like my own space that I can go and recharge and like chill for a minute and come back out, like I'm fine. Like the heat doesn't bother me. I live and die in the sun. I love it. The dirt, like it's just dust. Like I don't think it's that big of a deal. You take care of yourself.
Yeah,
Like it's
you'll be
not that bad.
Yeah, and it's honestly just like you're gonna be dusty the whole time, so just accept
gotta
it.
deal with that, yeah.
It's part of it, you know. It's part of the
It's part of the experience,
the
though,
vibe,
too, right?
exactly. Yeah, you just kind of always want to be dusty.
Okay, well, I just want to be a little bit dusty.
Just a little.
I'm just a little dusty.
Just a little.
Oh wait, this is exciting. Okay, I'm so glad I got to ask you about this
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, fuck, I want to ask her about this. But how can I document this information so I know that
Well-
she said she's going to help me?
Now it's on camera
Yes,
that I'm going
we've got
to.
witnesses, right? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, how exciting! Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm really excited for LA ComicCon. And again, by the time this episode comes out, we'll probably have already gone. But then we can kind of catch you up on how much fun that was, and then I kind of want to venture off a little bit more and do some other conventions as well. I think that's
Yeah.
great, and work together and still do a lot more fun stuff.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any more fun things coming up that you're excited about?
After my Richmond convention next weekend, I think I'm done for the year.
Oh,
I
nice.
think
Okay.
I'm gonna be at home. I'm just focus on sleeping.
Sleeping. Sleeping. You know. Sleeping for the holidays.
Hanging out
yes.
with my cats.
I love that.
Maybe making more of my bone jewelry since I'm like running light.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second before we kind of run out of time. You said bone jewelry. We'd like
Yeah.
just lightly grazed on that, but what can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so I make like goth style jewelry out of bones of dead animals. So
Oh.
you know, it's a material that is really like fun to work with.
Okay.
Because it like reminds you that we're all mortal
Oh.
and we all have remains to leave behind,
Ooh.
right? So making something beautiful from those remains makes me,
Wow, okay.
happy, brings me joy.
What is it called? What's
My jewelry brand is Tiny Bones.
Tiny Bones.
Tiny Bone Shoppy on Etsy if you want.
Tiny Bone Shoppy.
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 The old English way of spelling it.
Shoppy. I feel like I've seen you post a few times. I feel like you need to be posting this more, by the way, because I haven't seen you post about it in a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, but she's got some really, really dope pieces on there, actually. And I'm like a
you.
sucker for things like that, so I get really excited, especially when my friends are like starting a business or doing something in that realm of what you're already doing, but now you're expanding and sharing it more with the world. So I feel like I want to see more of it.
Thank you. I will do more of it. It's just I've been so busy. I was not expecting this convention season to be as busy as it was. Yeah, not at all. So I'm just like.
And now you've got. I think with having your own booth and having 3 days there, it's like that's on the level in itself.
Yeah,
like, golly,
it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's fun.
Oh, but it's always a lot of fun. I feel like I always say that. Like even like when I talk to people about conventions, I'm like, listen, it's a lot of work leading up. It's a lot of time. It's very expensive. Like a lot of things can add up and you can get overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. But on the day, you are in such a high, you're having such a great time, and you're in your element. You know, it's all aligned, and you're doing everything you're supposed to. As you're supposed to. It's great.
You get to meet people and
like-minded people that like the same shit you like.
Exactly. Like it's really delightful to be able to show up and be like, hey, like I'm this weirdo that I'm on the internet sometimes, and you sometimes see me, and like that's really cool that you made it over here and like said hi, and it means a lot that like people care that much.
It really does.
It's like because I'm just a weird little guy, but to other people they're like, oh man, like you're really cool. I like you a lot, and I'm like, I'm just a weird guy, but thank you. It means so much. So it's like really cool to be able to interact with them like face to face and be able to like have conversations and and
they really like love and appreciate that. You can see that with people even anytime you have a conversation with someone at conventions and how they're so excited to see you and to talk to you and take a picture with you, it like makes their day.
Yeah.
So you get excited because I'm like, oh my God, I'm like helping somebody feel good about themselves and just have a nice day.
I get to make their experience a little bit better. Yeah. That's really cool.
That means a lot. Yeah. I feel like I remember when we were at San Diego Comic-Con at one of the after parties, I thought you would thought I was with a celebrity. Okay. Oh my God. Ash and I were on the dance floor, drinking, having a good time, and I'm just like in my own world. And then I turn around for 5 seconds. I turn back around, and there's like some fan person, like fan boying girling hard on Ashlynn. And she's just the sweetest. I kind of run low on my social battery after a while, where I'm like, all right, that's enough chit chat. I'm trying to have a good time now. But I'm sassy like that, right? But Ashlynn is like the nicest fucking person. Oh my God. She'll have a conversation with these people, take pictures, like, oh, okay, I'm wearing this tomorrow, meet da-da-da. And I'm just like seeing that, I feel like I got inspired, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can like be more open to like talking to people and being nicer to people. I guess during conventions is the easiest time, but it's those in between times too that you don't realize that mean a lot to people also, right?
Yeah. Well, to me, I consider like a convention like the entire time I'm there, whether I'm at the show floor or at like an after party, and so it's like it's really easy for me to stay on once I'm already on,
right.
and it like I never want to give somebody an interaction where they're not like, oh, like this was disappointing. Right. You know what I mean? Like I always want to make sure that like if somebody cared enough about me to come say hi, that I at least give them a couple minutes of my time. It's like it's not like I owe them anything or anything, but I want them to feel welcomed and like
I can see that in your interactions with people.
I try my best, and if I can just make their like that moment for them like even a little bit special, it means a lot to me.
Because it's life-changing for them. It really does mean a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes. I don't know if I go life-changing. But
no, but it does. And I think I want you to give yourself a little more credit there. Because I knew that because I was a fangirl before I met you, right? But I didn't really know that until we were at ComicCon. And I was like, oh my God, like people are obsessed with Ashlynn. This is amazing.
I've just been around for a long time. That's it.
But it's like, but you still look great, and you could still see the love and the passion that you put behind your projects and everything that you do. So it really comes across. And I'm just like, I feel like that inspired me. Because I mean, Drew knows, like I run out after about a minute. I'm like,
I get it. The second I'm at home, I'm just like, no one talk to me. I will be petting my cats. I don't even put music on.
I just like sit in silence and just like process. Yeah. So I feel like that's what's going to end up happening this weekend.
It happens every time.
Yeah, but I'm excited to hang out with you this weekend too. It's going to be such a good time. Can we plug all of your socials, please?
Yes, you can find me on the internet. On Instagram, I am Ashlynn Day. I am
D-A-E,
also D-A-E, yeah. 2 N's an E-D-A-E. I made it really hard for everybody,
Oh.
you know?
There's not that many of them, so you really can't miss it. But
Well, there's a lot of fake profiles, so there is a lot of them.
Ew.
Yeah, yeah, I get a lot of fake profiles. They
Gross.
won't verify me, and I refuse to pay for the subscription.
yeah, we're not fucking doing that. We're all these fake profiles.
So
out
I'm
there
just
anyway.
like, don't fall for the scams. I will never ask you for money on Instagram. I have other places
the people
for
that do that, I'm
Yeah,
like,
they
how do
sure
they get
do.
money out of people?
I don't know.
Can I get a percentage? Like you're using my
I know,
photos.
right? I'm like, if
Can
you
I get a kickback? Like this is insane to me.
If you're gonna use my name to get paid, like,
Send me
give it
here's
to
my
me.
Zelle. Send
Like,
me
what
some
the-
money too. You're
come
like,
on.
"Cool."
But you can find me there. I am on Facebook under the same name. I've got a Facebook page for everyone who still
We've got
uses
to.
those.
We've got to. People our age. Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok is Ashlynn Day as well. Twitter is Ashlynn_Day because somebody
took it.
stole my name.
Bastards.
They won't give it back. Can I promote the spicy
Of
stuff?
course.
Okay. You can find me on the OnlyFans under Ash Lude Day. Ash Lude Day. Yeah. And then on Patreon at Ashlynn Day.
And
And
Ashlynn does
Fansley as
so
well.
much. Yeah, she does a lot of like really fun, amazing cosplays. You can get a taste of it on her Instagram. So I feel like the spicy pages are like where the real good shit is.
Oh yeah, well, it's not just cosplay. There's
Exactly.
other stuff, other fun stuff.
I'm gonna let y'all figure that out. You guys can discover
You can
that
figure
one.
it out on
Yeah.
your own. Over 18 only, though.
Well, but you can go on Instagram for if you're
Yeah,
if you're into-
Instagram's
yeah.
safe.
Instagram's safe. And then can you say your Bones page one more time?
Oh yeah, and my bone jewelry is Tiny Bones Shoppe, shop spelled SHOPPE, the old English way, on Etsy, and you can also find that on Instagram. That I don't post in as enough as
We're gonna work on that.
and also on TikTok. But yeah, I have bones. Come buy my bones.
Buy some bones.
Buy my
bones,
bones.
anyone? Tiny bones.
Tiny
Tiny bones over here. Well, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah,
I'm so
of
glad I got to
course.
have you on the episode.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
It was
hopefully
so
we can
fun.
see more of Ashlynn in the future. But I'm glad I got her for October, which is like the perfect time and month to have her on Girls Like Nerds. Thank you again, my love. And thank you all for watching. Bye. I feel like I learned so much about you. It's so exciting.